We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fantasy. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello Realness, this is Aromie here, and welcome to a whole new visual novel demo game called Reanimation Scheme. I've actually been reached out to the developer to play this game, play this demo, and I'm actually already so much in love with the art, so that's a pretty good sign. Usually art is what usually captures many of us because that's our first impression. As the day I'm recording, I believe the Kickstarter is already up, so I'll always, as usual, link down below the Kickstarter and the game so you can download it yourself and play the demo. This time I've actually took a screenshot so I can actually read a little bit about the game before I actually start. And this story is about a necromancer. Raynell, I'm gonna assume Raynell Talisco is tasked with the job of reanimating the corpse of the recently deceased to help them fulfill their last wishes. Between the never-ending workload and the myriad of angry, distraught spirits she has to deal with, Raynell longs for a vacation and, more importantly, a promotion to a different position. As though the 12 deities have heard Raynell's prayers, all the spirits somehow vanish overnight, giving her the break she's been asking for. That is, until Raynell is summoned to the headquarters of the Imperial Necromancy Authority, along with all the death mages, tasked with resolving this crisis that has thrown the kingdom into panic. Unfortunately, there is no time for Raynell to rest, not when she finds herself becoming increasingly entangled in the mystery of the missing spirits, discovering much more than she asked for. I know for sure in this game there are 3 love interests, which I believe are the 3 right here. I peeped a little bit on their Kickstarter, and there is 2 more potential love interests if they reach that certain goal on their Kickstarter. So it's not like a for sure guaranteed thing that those 2 are going to be in there. Just depends if they reach that goal area. I don't know how long the demo is, but I'm very excited. Either way, reanimation rights. Raynell Talisco. Position: Reanimation Scheme Service Provider. Region: Suriname? I don't know. Status: promotion request pending. Rating: poor. Does that mean I'm poor in my skills? Or I'm poor? Oh great, I was gonna say, are we not allowed to change our first name? But you can change your first name, which is great. I don't like it when games force you to be this certain character. There's also slight voice acting. Michiko, are you neglecting your work again? I suppose. Oh my god, did she just blink? Did you just blink? Can you blink again? If you... Oh shit. Okay. You guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but slight animations like that make me really excited. I suppose I'm not surprised at all. Okay, Sebastian. Oh, the cat just... Are you just casually gonna do that? Okay, I thought I was just gonna casually move across our screen. Sebastian's voice pulls me out. Wait, are you Sebastian? Then I turn to look at my familiar floating towards me. Oh, you are! Sprawled lazily on a book enchanted with air magic. I hastily withdraw my hand from the mirror, ending the steady stream of magic flowing through the connection. A swirl of colors and indecipherable runes appear on the surface of the mirror for a short moment before a peaceful purple returns, its faint glow casting a soft light on the ground. I was taking a break. Surely I'm allowed to rest at some point, because, you know, I'm human. You woke up less than an hour ago. This is so me. Tyler, like, he finds it crazy how long I sleep. I don't even realize it's that long. Like, apparently I can sleep for 12 hours? Or 10 hours. It was a very productive and exhausting hour, I assure you. I earned my break. His ears twitch as though he can sense my lie, and he stares at me with narrowed eyes for another moment before turning away with a sigh.
I suppose.
Oh, is that your voice? Cute. I suppose I should just be satisfied that you actually woke up at a decent, normal hour for the first time in your life. The weird thing is I can sleep for so long, but I'm still gonna wake up like at 7 or 8 a.m. So it's not like I'm sleeping in until noon. I guess I sleep early. But my sleeping schedule is wonky now. I've been going to sleep at midnight, but still waking up at 7. I punctuated the end of his sentence with a well-timed yawn as Sebastian regards me with exasperation. Well, he blinks too! The first and last time, remind me to never do this again, not even to check if I got my promotion. I can't help the fact that I'm a night owl through and through.
Huh?
Why did you even bother waking up early for the results anyway? We both know you won't get promoted. How fucking rude, Sebastian. How many times have you been rejected? Going for low blows now, I see. Well, I know exactly how to retaliate. Not as many times as you've lost to me in Scryer's spell point. If I were you, I'd have given up by now. Clearly the cards don't like you. Sebastian glowers at me, and I flash him an innocent grin. Oh, so cute, look at him trying to attack. In response, he leaps onto my desk and flicks his tail, knocking half of the items to the ground.
Hey!
Excuse you? Get back to work. There's an endless queue of spirits with unfulfilled last wishes waiting for you to summon and reanimate them. This is like a tough job. Like, people are like constantly going to die, so you're constantly having to like please these spirits. Jesus. If you ever want that promotion, you really should consider working harder. I guess that's what it meant when it said poor. That I'm poor work ethic. With another swish of his tail, Sebastian hops off the desk and struts out of the room without a glance backwards. I can't believe I'm stuck with that cat for 3 more years until my cousin graduates. Staring at the mess on my floor, I let out a sigh and reach for the papers I need. I thought he was our familiar. Is my cousin gonna take him back from me? Like, take Sebastian away from me? Kicking the rest to the side of the room to deal with later. I smooth the crinkled sheets as best as I can. Then I squint at the name and portrait of my next client, skimming over the information in his biography.
Right.
Jory Halwin, 22 years of age. I moved to stand closer to the first sigil, etched down to the ground, my eyes fluttering shut. Wow, that's cool. I feel like most of the visual novels I've been playing this year is really magic oriented. Drawing upon the magic essence deep within me, I began chanting the spell to summon the spirit. As the last syllable of the incantation leaves my mouth, my magic rushes towards a sigil. The magic reserve in my body continues to empty at a rapid speed. After a minute of this process, with no sign of an end, my eyes lay open in concern. Unusual. A spirit summoning spell shouldn't require this much magic to channel, nor this long to complete. Oh! It glowed. I concentrate on the sensation of magic essence flowing through my veins before leaving my body. I quickly realize that the stream is threatening to break from my control. What in the name of Ziana? I've never had this happen before. Right as I make the decision to end the spell early, a pulsing glow surrounds the sigil, indicating the spell's success. The temperature of the room plummets, and a soft mist starts to gather in the room. Oh, who are you? Amidst the fog, a pale figure slowly appears. Is he the guy? Unable to make out the hazy facial features, to ensure I've called upon the right spirit, I call out.
Jory Halwin?
At least I know how to say his name. Are you Jory Halwin? He starts at the sound of my voice, lifting his head. I take a step closer to get a better look at his face. All of a sudden, a sharp stab of pain explodes in my chest. I double over, a loud gasp forced from my lips. Yes. Just as quickly, the pain melts away. My magic completely spins out of my control, surging from my body towards the sigil in the room. Ziana, what's happening? Oh, Ziana, it's the spirit magic I'm calling out to? I thought instead of saying, oh my god, she's just saying, oh my god, insert name here. Despite my best attempts to cut off the invisible magic thread between the sigil and myself, I failed to regain control of my magic. I would curse this situation, but being rapidly drained of my magic causes an aching sense of exhaustion to consume me. My knees give way beneath me, and I fall to the ground. Struggling to maintain consciousness, I lift my head with great effort. My eyes widen at the peculiar sight in front of me. The spirit I've summoned seems to be absorbing the magic from the sigil, growing less and less transparent until I can no longer see the wall through his body. Is he causing this somehow? It's not even possible, is it? Are you no longer a spirit? Oh wait, you're fading out again. He flickers in and out of view, growing dangerously transparent, as though he's about to disperse at any moment before solidifying again. His pale face contorts in confusion and pain. A few seconds later, he crumples into a heap on the ground. Great! Now there's 2 people I need to save, myself and the spirit. Except I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. As a reanimator desensitized to death, I'm not afraid of the inevitable end. Though of all the ways I thought I'd go, I never thought it'd be like this. I can already see tomorrow's headline, the Nalenshire Crier. Reanimator dies from failed spirit summoning spell. There's an almost beautiful kind of irony in that statement. Ziana, imagine when my spirit gets summoned for my own reanimation rites. Imagine the embarrassment. No, I can't give up like this. I refuse to be known as the first death mage to die this way. Think, Michiko, think. What can I do? Desperately trying to keep my eyes open, I turn my gaze onto the sigil that's now glowing with such ferocity, that it almost hurts my eyes. I don't know what's causing this. Something clearly went wrong with the spirit summoning spell. What if I destroy the sigil? Would it cut off the spell? I don't know if it would work, but I don't have more time to consider other ideas. Fueled by my strong desire to not have my legacy be the first reanimator in history to die from a simple spirit summoning spell, I begin dragging myself towards the glowing sigil. Drawing upon the remaining pitiful amounts of death magic inside me, I press my hand to the white lines on the ground. Ignoring the hot glow against my skin, I mutter an incantation. A small crack appears on the floor, cutting a runic symbol in half. Unfortunately, the crack does not extend far enough to reach a second rune. I mentally swear to myself. I can already feel my condition worsening just from these small efforts. The exhaustion becomes even more acute, and my body grows colder as darkness threatens to overwhelm me. Where the fuck is Sebastian? Panting, I shift my hand to another central rune of the sigil and attempt to cast a destruction spell again. Oh hey, who are you? Are you Sebastian? Human form? I hear the sound of footsteps hurrying towards me, and I look up to see Sebastian. Oh, it is Sebastian in his human form, dashing into the room with an almost horrified expression written across his face.
What in the name of the 12 deities
is going on? How did you manage to mess up this badly, Michiko? Can you imagine if this game was also fully voice act? Crazy. Cut off the spell, Michiko, and you're an idiot. If I had the energy to roll my eyes at him, I would. This is like at the time where I wish I could speak telepathically to other people. But then that would cost a lot of energy too. Does he really think I haven't tried already? I can sense Sebastian releasing a huge burst of death magic, which surrounds him like an invisible aura. A deep crease appears between his eyebrows, and his volume raises along with his panic. What did you do? How is this happening? I don't know how to stop this. Answer me, Michiko. You see, I would, but I can't because I'm exhausted. Is this any way to treat a dying person? Swallowing several retorts on the tip of my tongue, I gasp out a few words, hoping it will be enough for him to understand. Sigil, destroy, runes, you gotta understand.
Huh?
Oh my god. It takes him a moment, but when my words sink in, he springs into action. Rushing towards the sigil, he focuses his attention on the biggest core runes, etched onto the ground, and murmurs a familiar incantation under his breath. A moment later, small cracks stretch across the ground, ruining the shape of the runic symbols. Almost immediately, the mist caused by my spirit summoning spell clears, and the depletion of my magic slows to a crawl, eventually coming to an end. I finally allow myself to relax, not even caring that I'm lying face down on the cold hard floor. I couldn't move even if I wanted to, with my limbs feeling like they weigh 1,000 tons. Now that the threat of imminent death is over, I can feel the adrenaline pumping through my veins fade bit by bit, and the edges of my vision blur. I close my eyes, trying to keep my breakfast down as the waves of nausea hits me. In between sucking in deep breaths like a fish out of water, I can't help but grumble out loud with a long, drawn-out sigh.
Ziana, I hate my job.
Ziana. So did I say it correctly? A bit. I sense Sebastian approaching me, lowering himself to sit on the floor next to me. Who is Ziana, though? I just can't leave you alone for a minute, huh? Wonderful. Just wonderful. What kind of mage are you? Can't believe you're a Telesco? I didn't want to be any part of this. Guess what, Sebastian? I don't want to be in it either, obviously, because my girl's trying to get a promotion to get out of this shit. Alright, dude. This is where I'm actually going to say for today. Common route. I'm assuming we're gonna stick to the common route unless this demo is further than that and let you go dive into a little bit of the characters, but from what I read, I don't think so. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Make sure to check out their Kickstarter and download the game if you guys are interested. Depending on my funds and everything, if everything's like good on my bills and everything, I would definitely fund this game. But if I can't, I'm very sorry. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.